So let's start by having you talk a little bit about, do you have a favorite memory from back in the day of playing any kind of video games?
Yes, hours on end spent playing the Atari, um, playing is it Alien Invaders, I think it's called, yeah. Uh, the Game Boy when it first came out, Tetris, loved that. The ZX81, I remember playing with my cousin who had a ZX81 and the Commodore 64. Floppy disks. And eventually sort of graduated to the SNES and played a lot of Super Mario Kart.
Super Mario Kart 8 is coming out in May.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, I'm a 40-year-old man now, so if I I fear if I brought one of those consoles back home, I'd get into a lot of trouble.
What are your thoughts about how far games have come since then?
Well, it's a whole massive industry now, isn't it? It's extraordinary, and they need actors as well to act out these incredible sort of 3D games. And not only are they're games made in such fantastic fashion, then there are movies made on the back of those games. So it's pretty wonderful. It's helped our industry enormously, and I'm mightily impressed with them all.
As someone who plays games, what was it like to see your character in the Fantastic Four video games?
I was pretty wild actually, because I actually went and voiced my own character for the Fantastic Four originally. So that was wonderful to see that on the small screen. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the reboot of that franchise?
I'm very excited for the comic book. Fantastic Four is clearly an iconic comic, has been around from the early 60s. I'm very proud and privileged to have played Mr. Fantastic, and I'm excited to pass on the mantle to a whole new fantastic actor to play that part.
What are your thoughts about how far comic books movies have seemed to have come since your Fantastic Four films?
It's pretty extraordinary, really, isn't it? I mean, every year they get bigger, and every year there's much more CGI involved, and it becomes easier to manipulate the computer-generated images. But what's incredible is the stories are just as good. You know, the original stories from the books are fantastic, and that's where we get to draw on, and that's what we love as moviegoers, is the story.
And your Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, is still up there in the top 10 all-time comic book movies.
It's wonderful. It's incredible to hear that. We're immensely proud of it, and it's been a big part of my life, and long may it continue.